Can pride ever be a good thing? We hear that we're supposed to be proud of ourselves for doing something good, proud of our children, so forth and so on. So, can it be good? We see in places like Proverbs 21:4, Ecclesiastes 7:8, Romans 1:30, 2 Timothy 3:2 through 4, Psalms 131 verse 1, that pride is basically a sin attitude. Negative light in the vast majority of the times you read the word pride in the Old and the New Testament, it is in a negative light. Now, in the New Testament from the Greek, there are several instances where pride seems to be a good thing. We also see in 2 Corinthians 5:12 that Paul, in some translations use the words pride, tells the church at Corinth that they can have pride in him and the other ministers, and contrast that with other people having pride in their own appearance. And that appears to be a comparison between good pride and bad pride. And then you go on to chapter 7 verse 4, chapter 8 verse 24, Galatians 6 and 4. It all has variations of the same word. And it shows of, many translations calls it boasting. But in those other three instances, Paul is telling how he feels about the church that he's writing to, that he is boasting in them, which can be, in our Western understanding, can be pride. But let's look at the actual word in Greek. First we have the word kalkema, which means a boast. But when you look into some of the lexicons, it is a focusing on the results and exaltation, a praise and honoring that focuses on the person that's being talked about. So that does not seem to fit the definition of pride. It seems to be more of an honor or an exaltation, a lifting up, a praise. It's always, the kalkema is always in a positive light, but it's always focused on another person, on another something else. It's not focused on yourself. The second use of the word pride in 2 Corinthians 5:12 is the word that they take kalkema from, and it is kalkaoni. And it means to boast, but the connotation is different. It's living with your head high. It is a vantage point of having the right base of operation. You're doing things correctly. It is that you deal successfully with a matter. It can also mean that it's a level of personal confidence, self-confidence. So it focuses inward, and that can be called pride, because pride always looks at self. Honor, praise, exaltation always looks outward. And our English word praise always looks at your own accomplishments. So if you are proud, the Bible says that God hates a proud look and a haughty eye. Hates it. So pride, in the way we use it, the definition of our English word, is always self-centered. It's It's always looking at ourselves. So if you're proud of yourself, you're boasting in yourself, your head is held high, look what I did. If you're proud of your children, it's look how well I am raising my child. Look what they did. That's me. I did that. Your focus is on you. It's not on your child. It's not on the result of a job that you did. It's on yourself. Whereas honor, being pleased with someone, the focus is on them. So something I started doing about 5 years ago, I quit saying that I was proud of my children, because that's stealing the honor that is due them. You know, the word says, give honor to whom honor is due. If they've done something right, why would I praise myself and say, look how great of a child I am raising? That puts the focus on me, my greatness. So instead, I tell my children I am pleased with them. I tell other people how excited I am for the person that they are becoming. The emphasis is on them, how they learn, how they are responding, not what I have taught them. Think about that. When you use the word pride, are you looking at yourself, or are you giving the honor due to who you are speaking of? Are you stealing their glory? If that's not the way you intended it, maybe you should consider changing your words. Say, I'm pleased with you. You're doing so good. Take the focus off yourself and give honor to where honor is due. Study it for yourself. I could be a crackpot. Have a good day. Oh, and by the way, all you learned people are probably laughing your heads off every time you hear me try to pronounce these Greek words. But after all, it's all Greek to me.